we are Group 6 and I'm here to show you more about our autonomous shadow puppet show, The Fall of One Punch Man. Our story went through many revisions throughout the past 17 weeks. So let us first show you our final product, and then we'll move on how it gets started and how we got to where we are today.
Hello world. Today I will be telling you an interesting bedtime story. It all begins in a distant Earth-like planet. For centuries the humans have been fighting monsters of all shapes and sizes. Thankfully, there lies a hero, One Punch Man, capable of taking anything out with just a punch. With his gift, he fought countless monsters and became the world's most powerful hero. Fighting since he was born, he decided to take a break from the fighting and went on to explore the magical forest beyond the city. While adventuring through the dangerous woods, he saw a mysterious-looking tower out in the open. What happened next changed his life forever. A loud distress pierced through the eerie silence surrounding the humid forest air. It was only then did One Punch Man notice a beautiful blonde-haired lady clad in a silvery dress, almost princess-like. It was love at first sight for the man who had never experienced love his whole life. However, the lady was high up in the tower, surrounded by three of the biggest monsters One Punch Man had ever seen. He instinctively knew what to do and kicked into superhero mode.
How troublesome. Sigh, how many more bugs do I have to squish? I don't have all day.
Finally, all the monsters near the tower have been defeated, and the princess is safe.
It took a while, but you are safe now.
Oh my gosh, that was scary. Thank you, my hero. I can't give much, but I can offer you some tea.
Sure, but how do I get up there?
Well, the only way is by climbing my hair.
Oh, okay then.
Little did anyone know, the princess was in grave danger. There she goes. The poor princess fell to her death, leaving One Punch Man stunned, shocked and in a daze. One Punch Man learnt his lesson the hard way, that with great power comes great responsibility. And that was the day a great hero fell, when One Punch Man fell into crippling depression after having his heart broken.
The team was supposed to start off with a couple prototypes, but we decided to go with Lego as it was what we were more comfortable with and we had abundance of it. We used couple prototypes to test out the mechanisms we had in mind, as well as to decide on the dimensions for our characters. The early prototyping provided to be very useful, as we were able to identify key issues in our design and we were able to figure out what worked and what didn't. From there, we ideated further and came up with more concepts and designs.
With the insights we have gathered, our prototype and feedback from our lecturers, we started to fabricate our first generation prototype with actual materials. Initially, we planned to have 5 layers of objects in our puppet show, one for background, one for tower, one for princess, one for the man, and one for the monsters. However, after fabricating the individual characters and going through the review with our lecturers again, we were able to bring down the whole thing to only 2 layers, with everything as close to the screen as possible. The team brought the background, the princess, and a castle together into 1 layer, with the screen while the monster and man had their own layer each. So for our shadow puppet show, there are 3 main moving characters: One Punch Man, the princess, and the 3 monsters.
So I'm going to talk about the mechanism and motion behind one of our characters, called the One Punch Man. For this character, there is 3 types of motion. The first motion is the whole body along the axis. The mechanism we use is a simple linear guide that is pulled by a continuous servo with a pulley and a string. Both the pulley and linear guide and the servo mounts are 3D printed, and as the pulley rotates, it will coil the fishing string that is attached to it, pulling the linear guide with the One Punch Man attached towards the other end of the spring, so moving the whole body to the other end. So that's the access source. For the second motion, which the One Punch Man has, is his punching motion. The punching motion of the One Punch Man involves an acrylic piece and a solenoid. A 2D cutout of this piece is attached to the moving end of the solenoid, which is screwed vertically mounted to a mounted acrylic wall. When the solenoid is turned on, the piece retracts, and when it's turned off, the spring will propel the piece forward, simulating a punching motion. For the third motion, is the rotation of the body to switch the character between a standing pose and a flying pose. With the acrylic body cutout is attached to a servo motor mounted to the same acrylic piece wall the arm is attached to. The body will rotate in a flying pose before the character moves forward.
The next character is the princess. In the story, there is the dropping action of her hair as well as the falling movement of the princess. There are two movements for this character. For the dropping of the hair, we use the magnetic property of the solenoid, and when the solenoid is turned on, the iron chain which represents her hair is attracted to the solenoid. And when the solenoid is switched off, it will demagnetize and the spring will push the hair off the slope with the other end of the hair hanging on the princess. For the fall of the princess, an acrylic cutout of the princess is mounted on a slot cut out on a flat acrylic piece with a pivot. On the other end of the pivot is a solenoid which would tilt the platform and cause the princess to fall when the solenoid is turned off. The monsters are the final characters in the show, with servo motors mounted on 3D printed holders along with an aluminium profile. The monsters are cut out from an acrylic piece and attached to the servo, which would swing the monsters from below the screen to the screen itself.
For the programming and electronics, we use Adafruit's 16-channel servo shield to control our 4 180-degree micro servos and 1 parallax continuous servo. We also purchased an MP3 player from Continental Electronics Enterprise at Same Tower, and we chose that particular MP3 player as it is able to read MP3 files on an SD card and output audio while only taking up 2 digital pins on the Arduino. We also control 3 solenoids using a CIP110 transistor connected to 3 digital pins on the Arduino. To ensure a smooth integration of all electronic components, we use a total of 4 contact switches to keep track of the position of the linear guide that One Punch Man is attached to, with each switch corresponding to a certain part of the story. We face many issues regarding the electronics, such as errors in wiring, connecting pins, calibrating the servos, especially the continuous servo, as well as getting the MP3 player to work. However, with the guidance of Miss Rubina and the help of the internet and fellow EA students, we overcame these hiccups with no problem.
To conclude, this project has taught us many valuable lessons: fabrication of parts using laser cutters and 3D printers, planning and executing a plan that had to be agreed amongst groupmates, troubleshooting problems with our design with the help of our lecturers, and many more. Through this, we have grown to appreciate each other's strengths and weaknesses and help out when needed. This project has bridged the gap between mechanical and electrical students as we find ourselves in each other's shoes, and we hope that we can do more projects like this. We have a few people to thank. Firstly, Mr. David and Ms. Rubina for assisting us with issues regarding our project. The TSOs, mainly Mr. Chan, and the rest of the EA students for helping us with minor issues and lending us their tools. Thank you.